It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. It's Wednesday Night Basketball live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. You'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. You look at the Pelicans. Very strong basketball is the recipe for them right now. 4 straight wins, looking for number 5.
Well, the streak is still going, but right now they're facing a team that's going to make it tough for that streak to continue. We'll see if they've got the goods and enough confidence and enough points to win another one.
And as we move past the All-Star break, everyone is fighting for playoff position right now. Do you feel the top 8 teams from each conference getting into the playoffs is a fair number? Would you like to see fewer, more? What do you think?
I think 8's a good number. 16 teams being represented in the postseason for the NBA playoffs. It works out quite well.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Davis and Ashik working together down low. Holiday out there with Etuan Moore. And it's Hill in at the small forward. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Van Exel kicks to Shaq. Stolen by Ashik. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. No good. Shot missing. And the Lakers going the other way now. Their last encounter was in New Orleans where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Hill dishes to Holiday.
Come on.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Davis sets a screen. Holiday, the pass to Ashik. Count it.
Enjoy that unselfish play from Holiday for that swing pass to the open teammate.
Jones in the post. Moore's there. The pass to Van Exel. Back to Rodman, and the jam by Dennis Rodman.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the middle. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Holiday.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
That they did, and he's the one guy on D you can't leave alone or he's going to get to the bucket over and over. Just torched him there.
Now here's Bryant. 9 points last game. 8 feet away. Count that one. Shaq's got his first basket.
You're not going to see him miss too many from there. Just a handful to defend.
And Holiday kicks to Moore. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Thinking about Drew Holiday's size, the one thing you would think about is that he could finish around the rim with great efficiency. That has not always been the case. And I'm sure in the offseason that he's worked on that, trying to finish with contact and improve himself by getting to the free throw line for easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Kobe. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans. And for Holiday, he can certainly get into the lane. But finishing amidst the tall timber or working himself to the line, that's a big part of it.
You know, in 2015-16, Kevin, he did a better job of getting to the line. But sometimes when you come off of injury, you're a little reticent to go in there and take that kind of contact. As the season goes on, I'd love to see him establishing that confidence again in getting in there.
Now here's Moore. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Shot on the wing. That's short off the rim.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
Van Exel against Holiday. Van Exel kicks to Kobe. And that misses. That would have put him up. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Davis. There's the pick. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
When a physical specimen like Anthony Davis gets room near the basket, you have to get him the rock every single time. Great recognition there.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Screen by Ajik. It's stolen by Rodman. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. Moore against Jones. Outside Holiday. Pick up by Hill. 5 to shoot. And Holiday kicks to Hill. Pass to Davis. He tries for 3. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. The Lakers on offense. They'll keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, their block numbers in that one really stand out. They weren't giving up any easy buckets inside. It was quite a display of interior defense.
Moore with it. Jones covering. Moore dishes to Davis. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Fearless play from AD there, drawing the contact, earning a trip to the stripe.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Ashik. Cunningham comes in for Hill. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Drew Holiday. Grant down low. Covered by Ajinça. Grant, that's good.
Got a talk on defense that left him all alone.
Here's Galloway. Tie game in Los Angeles. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
Well, they've carved out a nice little advantage here, really by dictating the pace early on.
Grant is out there with Ori. Then there's Shaw. Then there's Harper. And it's Fox in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Well, for the Pelicans, if you looked at their alphabet, D has to come before A. One of the worst defenses in the league last season. Their goal was to become a top 10 defense. Instead, they went the other direction.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
Yeah, he sat in that mid-range area, which can be a no-man's land defensively, but he quickly moved over to contest.
Connects from three-point range. Fox has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Galloway kicks to Pondexter. New Orleans moving the ball around. And there's the feed to Ajinça. And Grant sends it back. And they get it back. For the 3. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Cunningham.
Ball movement exquisite there to get Cunningham the catch-and-shoot opportunity that he knocks down.
Screen by Grant. Ori passes to Shaw. It's stolen by Jones. Stolen by Grant. Here's Ori, and the dunk by Ori.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pelicans trail by 4. There's a good screen. Swiped away. Harper dishes to Grant. He can't get that one to fall. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Well, you could quickly see that using the three ball was a huge part of the game plan coming in. And it was the right plan. They got hot, and the D had no answer as to how to cool them off.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Madsen, he's checked in for Orr, for Fox, and it's Lou in for Shaw.
Still a lot of potential with Drew Holiday, I feel. He can pass, and he can shoot, and he can beat you off the dribble. He's just got a nice change of pace to his game. A herky-jerky style guard, but playing alongside Anthony Davis, lots of room for him to operate.
Dishes it to Jones. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He needs to be more patient on offense and not force shots like that. The D was right up in his face there.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
And the one thing you like about Holiday, the versatility with his size and shooting. He can play on or off the ball well.
Well, he's got a lot of attributes for a combo guard in this league because he can play both positions on either end of the floor and defend them as well. But you like the ball in his hands. He's a gifted operator, and I really like, Kevin, the fact that when the ball is in Drew Holiday's hands, he has an opportunity to connect with Anthony Davis.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Rodman, he's checked in for Madsen, and Van Exel subbed in for Lou.
Well, that's what happens when you play the kind of defense that Drew Holiday gave you on that possession. He let his defense generate his offense.
Screen by O'Neal. 1:33 left in the first half of basketball. It's good. Shaq's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jones kicks to Holiday. Pass to Davis. 13 feet away. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Holiday against Van Exel. Kicks it to Rodman. Back to Kobe. Shoots a fader. The shot will not fall. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And Kobe Bryant gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Jones checked in for George. And New Orleans also making a change. Omer Asher, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Holiday, the pass to Asher. It's stolen by Van Exel. Here's Jones. Rodman against Davis. Rodman dishes to Van Exel. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. And it's Bryant in the corner. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Again, the miss by Jones. Moore outside to the paint. Trying to find Ashik. Gets it to him. Outside Holiday. Not going to go that time. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Lakers lead by 2.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here once again, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They battled hard in the second quarter and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, I thought that turning point was when the bench came in. Those guys really hustled and they gave the team some energy, and then they started to score baskets. That was a bonus.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Well, they remind me of Arizona. They were flat defensively. They didn't collapse at the end. They allowed over 50% shooting. I expect them to come out much more aggressive in the second half and try to take the lead early on.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And he just went off in those first two quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
There's got to be some consideration that double teams will be sent his way. Of course, that's going to leave someone else wide open.
So for New Orleans right now, Davis and Ashick working together down low. Ejuan Moore is out there with Holiday, and it's Hill in at the small forward position. Pelicans trail by 4. And Holiday kicks to Ashick. New Orleans moving it around. Moore passes to Davis. Off the pick. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Moore's got his first 2 points.
Well, this is familiar territory for him, scoring off the second chance opportunities.
Rodman sets a screen. Van Exel kicks to Rodman. Over to the wing. Back to Kobe. Oh, good on the 3. Well for New Orleans, shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Hill kicks to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
A terrific flush from Anthony Davis there. When he's given room to fly like that, he's going to take off.
And you look at Anthony Davis's offensive game, a very capable ball handler. But you know what, Brett? He scores best playing off the ball sometimes, catching and making plays inside.
Well, I love his decision-making right there in that instance because he rarely takes bad shots. Maybe one of the most underrated parts of his game is that he just doesn't turn the ball over very much. And for a high usage rate guy, that's impressive stuff.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. One guy has been getting it done is Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Grant, he's checked in for Shaq. Ori comes in for Dennis Rodman. Fox, he's checked in for Kobe. And it's Harper in for Van Exel. Here's Jones. No good that time. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside, Jones. To the wing right side. Fox cranes the three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Galloway kicks to Jones. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Fox passes to Grant. Here's Jones. Got a hand on it. Here's Galloway. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The dish now to Cunningham. High post try. The rebound by Grant.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing that his whole career.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. They need this one. Three-pointer. And the Pelicans miss again. And Brent Gentry usually leads the league or is right at the top of it in terms of points out of timeouts for coaches.
Well, it may sound like a silly stat, Kevin, but you think about it. When it is that coaches call these timeouts, usually they're either losing momentum or the other team is, and to come back with a play that gets you an efficient, good look at the basket for a score, that's impressive stuff.
The Lakers making a switch here. George is checked in. Drew Holiday is checked in for New Orleans. And look now at the four areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for New Orleans.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when you look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended three-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
Free throw good, Pondexter. Van Exel's checked in for the Lakers. That one is no good. Lakers leading by 7. 1:05 left in the third quarter. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pelicans trail by 8. Pondexter from outside. But they'll get another chance. Here's Callaway. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Grant. George dishes to Grant. Fox kicks to Grant. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Well, good hand-eye coordination, but he could only get the deflection very close.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. O'Neal's checked in for Grant. Rodman comes in for Orr. And Kobe is subbed in for George.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Moore, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Dennis Rodman picks one up. New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Here's Van Exel. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's the pass to Fox. Right side, Kobe. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers ahead as they end the third quarter with a... Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Pelicans trail by 8. They've got Dennis Rodman. Van Exel is out there with Jones. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Bryant in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Screen by Ashik. Hill with him. Picked up by Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Hill passes to Ashik. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans. Rodman with a screen on Hill. Kobe dishes to Rodman. It's stolen by Davis. They're running. Hill kicks to Davis. It's back to Hill. Some solid defense from Kobe.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And they pick up 2.
Always pushing the action offensively. He puts so much pressure on the defense.
Pelicans trail by 7. Moore outside. Screen by Ashik. Moore outside. He feeds it to Hill. Rodman against Davis. And it comes off the front of the rim. Lakers leading by 7. Kobe kicks to Rodman. Shaq passes to Van Exel. Feeds to Rodman. Shoots the 3. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Rodman with the block. Hill dishes to Holiday. And Ashik kicks to Hill.
Get there.
Davis setting the pick for Hill. Again, missing Hill.
Well, sometimes when you're that wide open, you start to overthink it, and it looks like that's what he did there.
Van Exel against Holiday. Van Exel passes to Rodman. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Pondexter's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 9. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Ashik. Outside for Davis. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Van Exel, and Ashik sends it back. Wow! And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ashik. Los Angeles making a switch here. Grant's checked in.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And with the new player tracking cameras they have now, so many possibilities, Brent, as far as studying the game, and I'm sure you think that somewhere, somehow, is going to make a difference on the way these teams are conditioned, how they're coached, the minutes they play, and on and on.
I think what it's great for a coaching staff to look at, Kevin, is with regards to specific plays that you run for your ball club, how it is that spatially your players are relating to one another. You can use these cameras to track the distance players are running. You can track where it is that they're setting screens and how effective they are. The list goes on and on and on. But coaches can really dig into the minutia of how it is that their players are coordinating with one another with the use of this technology.
That is a great point. And so many teams now playing drive and kick offense. Dribble penetration is at a premium. And some players use raw speed. Others just have that feel. What makes, in your opinion, a great slasher?
I think a slasher who really is good at catching the defense off stride, Kevin, is one that just has tremendous talent. A guy that understands his teammate and when it is that his teammate's going to recognize where it is on the floor that he's going to be and when it is that he needs the ball in order to be an effective scorer.
Sometimes without any words, no communication, just a look or just a feel.
Just a quick glance and, they'll do that 2-point dance and all of a sudden that possession's over.
Bang. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Alvin Gentry told his team during the break. He said, guys, I know you've worked hard. I know you're a little tired. You've got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath, and let's get it done. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David. Screen by Ashik. Outside, Davis. Tries from 10. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. That one misses for Davis. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Jones from outside. Pelicans with the rebound. Outside Holiday. He kicks it to Davis. 8 feet away. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And Davis is getting every shot he wants out there. It could be a very, very special night for him at this rate.
And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Awesome job by AD to get the ball in a favorable spot. That's most anywhere, but comes up big with that basket.
Shaq with the screen. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. The fadeaway uses the glass to drop it in. And the Lakers lead by 7.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Davis kicks to Ashik. Down low. The kick out to Holiday. Screen by Ashik. They set the pick. and it's off the back rim. No good.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that stretches their lead to 8. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Holiday with the 3. They get it back. Davis, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 8. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Davis on the inbound. That one a little long.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
Oh! And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
That's the rub. They're leaving nothing to chance here, putting all their energy into this closeout.
And Asha kicks to Hill, trying his luck deep. No good from Moore. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game. Kobe Bryant really answered the bell in the fourth quarter. He got into attack mode early. That fired up his teammates. End of story. What are your thoughts, Shaq, on his game tonight?
When you're a leader on the NBA team, you're expected to carry your team. You take the pressure off. You manage it. You infuse that energy to help your team. And there were a lot of moments during the game when we saw him do just that. Great performance. I commend you, young man.
Well, he's the most assertive guy on the basketball court tonight, Ernie. And at both ends of the court. Not just on the offensive end, but on the defense as well. And it wasn't just in spurts. His energy was endless.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
It's a long line at the buffet.